about to strip a bunch of these parts that I don't need off to sell, because in order to get this thing to fit inside of the body of that, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff left over. So I've already got some of it listed on Facebook Marketplace, and you can see I've got the interior yanked out here. Now I'm gonna try to pull this thing out, sit in it and drive it, because I need to get some pictures of the tailgate, as well as actually get the tailgate off, because I do have at least 2 people trying to come buy this thing, and it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it. I want to make sure, but I'm gonna hop in here, see if I can't get this thing to fire up. The batteries were dead the other day, but it did run yesterday. Taking a look at the tailgate here, I don't really see any issues with it, and I did let the potential buyer know that I want to keep the backup camera out of it, so I've already pulled this emblem off. There's videos how to do that, but basically there's 2 little 7mm screws holding it on, and this is just held on by like clips, so you just pry it off from that little tiny tab right there with the flathead, and you take that off, take the screws out, and then you can just pretty much unplug the backup camera. And look, I got it chilling right here. I'm gonna end up doing something wild with it with my 60s tailgate. I'm gonna probably hide it up underneath the handle or something like that. We'll see. That's a long way off. That's one of the little final details, but I already have a working backup camera. I might as well keep it. And the guy I'm selling to, there's nothing wrong with his backup camera. He just needs the actual tailgate, so it's a win-win. Also, this tailgate was pretty well jammed on there. You can see right now it doesn't line up that well, because obviously the bed's all tweaked, but it doesn't seem like it affected the tailgate at all. And I was pulling on it while trying to release this, thinking that is what it needed, but actually it was this side over here was like really wedged on, so I had to push on it, and I finally did get it to release. So it seems like we got a working tailgate here. I'm gonna end up, you know, taking it off here in a second. I can't do that with one hand, but we got a step. I haven't pulled the step out before, so first look at the step. Seems totally standard, no issues there. Plastic's got little scratches and stuff on it, but not bad. I sent a bunch of pictures to the guy, and he seems happy, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing pulled off of here and make a little money back on this project to dump into this thing. Got the tailgate off, backup camera just chilling there. Megan just pulled up in the Bronco. Looks like she wants me to wash it. She parked back here by the hose. I think the next thing I'm gonna take off here is this other fender. I got a guy that wants the hood, grill, and fender for a front end conversion. He's got a 6.0 Powerstroke that he wants to make it look like a 6.7 in the front, which I think is awesome. That's kind of who I was ideally hoping to sell to, kind of sell all of it in one swoop. But I'm gonna take these bolts out and try to get this fender off. I just found an anthill over here, so I'll be careful with that. Doesn't look like they're too mad at me yet, but we'll see. Try to get that thing off of there, and then I'll mess with the grill probably. Got that fender yanked off, and as you can see, the mirrors are gone too. I don't know if I mentioned I gave those to my buddy Michael that towed me home from Louisiana with his 6.0, but I got that off. Got my little rubber snake up here, keeping birds from making nests in this thing. One already pooped on my hood. I can't be having that. So now I'm gonna try to back this sucker into the carport, and you can see it's dark now because I got home when Megan got home, I washed both the cars. We got a nice sunset going on over here. But I'm gonna see how my new rigged backup camera works now that I got the tailgate off, ready to sell it. And my backup camera is just kind of chilling right here, pointed in the general direction of behind me. So we'll see how that works. Try to climb in here. It's kind of awkward. I don't know what I'm sitting on. I don't want to break anything. Okay, I got some wires and stuff. I'm gonna sit back here a little bit. There we go. Let's see here if this sucker died again. It should be all right. Sounded a little weak. I'm curious what the headlights look like at night in this thing. I'm gonna hop out real quick. Yeah, we got some nice LEDs. Probably hard to tell in the video, but those look pretty good. Nice and white. I'll probably keep those. Love having cab lights. One of them's out. Definitely want to have cab lights on this thing when it's done. Anyway, let's put it in reverse, Terry.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh Lord, Lord Jesus. Oh Lord. Oh Jesus. What you doing, Terry?
See what we're working with here. That looks like a pretty good view. What's up, Grappa fans? I got that tailgate sold. I ended up getting $700 for it. A guy with a 6.4 Powerstroke. It was like a 2010 or so. Either way, it's like the 08 to 2010 body style. Ended up buying it. It was also a silver truck, so luckily it matched pretty well. He ended up, like I said, keeping his backup camera, so he was fine with me taking mine. Worked out great. Guy had no issues with the tailgate. So yeah, you can see she's gone back here. And now I got somebody coming today to get the hood, the grill, and that side fender. I've already got the fender off. I'm gonna start yanking this hood off. He also wants this little plastic cowling thing right here that goes around the windshield wipers. So I'm gonna end up taking that off too. I've never taken one of those off one of these trucks before, but looks like it'd be pretty straightforward. It might be this whole thing here, yeah. So I'm gonna get all that off, and that's something I don't need, so I don't mind selling that. Once he gets here, hopefully we'll take a look at it, because he has a 6.0. I think I mentioned he's doing a front end conversion to make it look like a 6.7 Powerstroke, and that's super cool. If the guy's cool, we'll check out his truck some. He said that he's, you know, pretty down for whatever, but his truck's not looking perfect yet because it's not done, but he's planning on putting all this stuff on there, repainting it, making it look like a really cool single cab, you know, 6.7, maybe kind of fast. I'm not sure. It looked like he put some money into it, but I think it's pretty neat. And if some of y'all are new here, this is kind of a look at my stock 2016 engine bay here. Haven't done anything exciting to it yet, but definitely a lot to come here. And if you haven't kept up with it, this whole engine and everything, the reason I'm getting rid of all these extra parts I don't need, everything is going inside of this truck. And I've been calling it a 6.7 Powerstroke conversion on my crew cab bump side. And for some people, you know, don't really get what I'm saying. It's more so a body swap. I'm putting this old body on this 2016 frame, using the axles, engine, trans, everything mechanical and electronic about this 2016 truck is going to be crammed inside of here. And in order to get the interior to fit, I'm going to end up stretching this this back door here about 10 inches, and that's why I've got another cab sitting over here. So there's a lot of work ahead of me, and it's going to be an awesome project, so y'all make sure you stay tuned. Let's start yanking these parts off, because the guy's going to be here in a couple hours. I'm going to start with yanking this grill off, because that's something I have done multiple times. You actually have to take the grill off to change a light bulb in these trucks, which is pretty ridiculous. And one of the things I'm excited about, having a simple old all metal body. But we're going to get this big chrome plastic piece of junk off of here. It is a few of these 10mm bolts. I'm using my custom grill poker here to get down into these clips. They're in these little slots here. Let's see if this thing will focus. Little slots like here. Make sure you hit the right ones, because you'd think it'd be this one, but it's actually this little tiny guy over here. And that's you just gotta poke down in there. There's a little metal clip and go along the whole way. I think that's the last one. All right, got the grill off. Yeah, it's crazy. This big chrome thing is plastic. I always thought that was wild about these things, but now we got access to radiator and everything, and we can get these bolts out. I thought these headlights were loose. The bolts are missing on here. I was like, why is this freaking so floppy? Okay, well, the headlight is now just being held in by this. Did they not put these in either? Okay, these are still in. So I guess somebody messed with this one at some point, and then either didn't bother to put the bolts back in, or yeah, that's all I can think of. But we're gonna leave the headlights in for now and just focus on getting this hood off and that little plastic cowling there. But grill is a pretty easy process. That's how you take the grill off, if you didn't already know. It's pretty straightforward. Not sure how this comes off yet, but the hood ought to just be these 4 bolts here, 2 on each side. So I'll try that out. I think I'm gonna start messing with this plastic piece here. I'm gonna take the antenna off, make that a little easier. It looks like the wipers need to come off too, So I'm gonna mess with that some, see if I can't get that out. And then it looks like it's mainly just some plastic clips under here, kind of holding it in. So try it out, see if we can't pop that thing off. It seems pretty easy. There's a little tab right here. I just gotta get that guy popped out like that. And then while it's popped out, I need to pull this guy up and then it should come off. I'm trying to do this with one hand, see if it works out. I need to like rock it and everything. Definitely not a one-handed project, but hey, there we go, got her off. Wasn't too bad, except it tried to slam shut on me, but that's how that looks in there. Get the other one off. Anybody need a wiper blade? I'm planning on not using these. I haven't really decided exactly what I'm doing, but I'm kind of thinking of just doing a whole windshield wiper delete here and just having the straight like louvers all the way across, you know, because it's going to be full-on show truck when she's done, and I'm kind of going for the clean, seamless look, and she's not going to be driven in the rain, so might just not even have windshield wipers. Y'all probably think that's crazy though, but that's kind of where I'm headed right now with the wipers. Instead of trying to make the wipers that are totally different spot, like the wiper motors, fit inside of here, I think I'm just going to end up making it look even cleaner and getting rid of them. Just got this guy out of the way, and here's a look with the windshield wiper arms run off of in here. Pretty cool, little simple linkage thing, something I haven't ever seen on these trucks, but you know, pretty standard for most cars. So I got this side off first. Driver's side is on top a little bit, overlaps, so got it out of the way, pop that other one off, and then just need to get the hood off. Guy should be here pretty soon. I've got everything disconnected from the hood, the arms, the light, the windshield washer sprayers, and now it's totally just chilling here, except for the main 4 bolts that hold it on, and they're 13 millimeters, these 2 here. So I'm about to take those off and then let it just sit here till the guy gets here, help me take it off, and we'll put it in the back of his truck. Here's the lineup of the stuff the guy's about to come grab. We got a side fender, grill, got that plastic cowling, and then he's getting this hood. Once he comes and pays me, I'll let y'all know the price, just in case he ends up trying to beat me down some, but hopefully gonna get full price for this stuff. We already negotiated somewhat, so we'll see how it goes. Got the hood off. They also decided they want these inner fenders here and the headlights as well as the bumper, so you can see she's looking pretty naked right now, but that's that much more progress towards getting this whole body on here. And here's the 6.0 I've been talking about. They're doing a 6.7 front end conversion on it. Got some nice weld wheels I've been drooling over, 20 by 12s I believe, but this thing's going to be getting that old front end, so full 6.7 look. He's got a lot of work left to get to that point. You got to do a whole conversion, and he needs one more fender since one of mine was bad, but now he's got grill, bumper, hood, one fender, and the little plastic cowling that goes right here by the wipers. So he's well on his way to getting that thing done and repainted. You can see the door doesn't match yet. He's doing this thing one piece at a time.
Try to pack a gun. It's just a little bit, pack some heat.
We just got to figure out how to fit all this stuff into a single cab. We got a ton of parts. You got the headlights in here and everything. So we're doing a little bit of Tetris.
1 hour later.
That's good. Got some of it in there.
2 hours later. 20 minutes later.
Looks like we got everything in here. Finally figured out the correct way to put the puzzle together. Should look good on here for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, I feel like you'd see more 6.7 front end swaps because there's not that much to it, but you really don't see that many. No. I've heard about it, but you're doing the interior too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be 6.7 dash and everything. That's awesome.
Whenever it gets painted, I'll pull everything out of the cab. It'll be like factory. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the inside and everything.
Yeah, she'll look good. Definitely for a shop truck that you got for cheap. That'll be awesome, dude. Please be patient, student driver. I like that. That's funny. now that he left, I just wanted to go ahead and give y'all the prices that I got for everything. I wasn't really trying to make that much money on this. I never really thought about the fact that I could sell some stuff until everybody started asking for it. But we had already agreed on selling him the hood, the side fender that was still good, and the grill for $900, which is not that much for, you know, painted, nothing wrong with it stuff. Now he's gonna have to repaint it to get the right color. But I thought that was a pretty fair price. Got rid of it. I wanted to sell as much of it as I could to one person. Let him do that front end conversion. I think that'll be really cool, you know, kind of support what he's doing. But he got here and actually had a little bit more money and decided he really wanted the front bumper as well, which I was happy to sell him. I was wishing he would have bought it to begin with. So we wheeled and dealed on that a little bit. He even wanted the headlights as well as these inner fenders here. Don't let my little snake scare you. That's for the birds. There's already birds, like, I think, trying to get in here. There was one hopping around earlier. You got to watch those suckers because they'll get in here and nest and mess everything up. And it's just inconvenient having birds in there flying out at you. So the snake kind of works for that. We'll see if it does. He got the inner wheel well liners here off me as well. So I said it was $900 for hood, grill, and fender. Then I got another $425 for the bumper, the wheel well liner, and the headlights, which I pretty much gave that stuff away. That is super cheap. I wanted more than that for just the bumper, but it was just really convenient to sell it all to that one guy. I'm usually pretty firm on my prices, but altogether $1,325 for what was left of the front end on this thing. And considering I only paid $13,300 for the whole truck, and it runs and drives and the interior is perfect, I'm pretty happy with that. It definitely is going to help me out, a little extra money to go into this project. I don't know what y'all think, if y'all think that was a decent deal, if you know, I was asking too much or not enough. Y'all let me know in the comments, but I'm happy with it. He's happy, and that's what it's all about. I'm supporting another project, and hopefully that thing will be really cool, and maybe I'll be able to update y'all whenever he gets it done. He's planning on repainting it and everything. Another thing that's cool, like I said, my number was $1,325. That's what I got. Not to confuse y'all with all these numbers. He told me he paid $2,500 for that truck, and he drove it all the way here, you know, like 5 hours from Georgia. So that's pretty impressive to have a diesel truck. You know, it is a single cab, you know, long bed work truck that needed to be painted, and it's a couple different colors and stuff, and you had to work on the engine. But $2,500, that's impressive. And I did think about a couple different engines for this truck. I thought about a 12 valve Cummins, of course. That's what everybody puts in them. It's just easy, mechanical. It fits underneath the hood. And then a 6.7 Powerstroke. I love the way they sound. They're cheap and they're pretty cool, but 6.7 is what I went with. Let me know what y'all think of my idea to put this old body on this truck. I think it's going to be awesome when it's done, but definitely a lot of work ahead of me. Thank y'all so much for watching.